Hey, good morning, and welcome back to episode number 23 of our VA Mastery Series. It is so great to have you here, and as you're rolling in, say hello. I am streaming in the Facebook group, the collective Facebook group on Instagram and on YouTube today. So Kelly from Instagram, good morning. Great to have you on here. And as you can see, my background's a little bit different today because I have some guests here. So my background's going to be a little bit different. All right. So Brown Eyes from Instagram. Hello. Thank you for joining. Good morning to everyone. It's great to have you on here. All right. So let me just take a look and see. All right. So again, as you're rolling in, say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from. If you are brand new here to the Virtual Assistant Collective group, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Jodi Marvin, and I am a certified business strategist. And I also teach women how to build virtual assistant businesses that they absolutely love right from the comfort of home. All right. So they can build their lives by design. Alrighty, I go live here every single Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And what I do is I basically give tips and tricks on how to start your very own virtual assistant business, or how to level up your business a little bit, and just how to make it run more efficiently, how to get clients, all the things. So good morning, Raga. Thank you so much for tagging everyone that we are live so that everyone can come on in here. And I do see some viewers coming on in. All right. Good morning, Anne. Great to have you here. Hashtag live you've given me. All right. So if you are watching the live, if you can give me a hashtag live, that kind of lets me gauge to see, if the times that I'm going live are working for everyone, because we kind of like to do what our audience likes and what they need. All right. If you're catching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. And again, if you're new here, give me a hashtag new, because I would love to reach out and connect with you and collaborate and all of those good things. All right. Okay, so again, today is episode number 23. We've been running these episodes. This is for 23 weeks straight, which is amazing in itself. We started the VA Mastery Series to help out those virtual assistants out there who need, who need that support. Okay, all right. So today we are going to be tackling a topic that's really, really important, and sometimes we just don't think about it, right? Because we're busy, kind of in the trenches doing all of our busy client work. Okay, so it's a critical topic, right? And again, it's kind of overlooked as we're busy building our businesses. But what it's all about is it's cybersecurity for virtual assistants, all right? Because we do have to think about that, especially when we're working on, maybe some confidential client things and some projects, right? And you want to protect your clients' sensitive information, okay? And it's not like just a technical necessity. It really is more like an integral part of just maintaining trust with your clients. Okay. So let's break down. Good morning, Gordy. Thank you for hopping on. Great to see you. How do you like my background? Isn't that nice? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down the essential cybersecurity practices that would really keep your information and your clients' data safe as well. Right. And we'll do this in terms that we can understand. Okay. So again, every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, I always give 3 strategies with 3 takeaways that you can go and implement in your business or in your life immediately. All right. Because we want to provide value here in the VA Mastery Series. That is the whole point. So you could take these pieces away and implement them in your own business. All right. So strategy number 1 in regards to today's topic is all about secure password management. Now, we all know that we have to have our passwords. We have passwords for a reason, right? That's kind of a no-brainer, but sometimes we can't remember what our passwords are, right? And we need to manage those as well, right? There's so many different aspects of managing our businesses, right? And password management is another one of those. So, one of the simplest yet the most effective ways to really enhance your cybersecurity, again, is through your secure password management. Okay. Obama Mama from Instagram, good morning, and thank you for joining. Great to have you here. All right. So in regards to this strategy, the secure password management. So one of the ways that you can do this is just to make sure, and we kind of all know this is a no-brainer, but sometimes we need a refresher too, right? Just make sure that your passwords are really strong and they're unique. Okay. And just make sure that each account that you have has a strong, again, unique password. All right. They're all different, and try to avoid some common words and again, include a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. All right, kind of a no-brainer, but you know what? It's good to know these things, and sometimes we just kind of get busy and we get in the trenches, and it's like, I'm just going to use this password because I'll remember it, right? Well, we need to try to get out of that habit, right? So another thing that you can do is that you can just use a password manager. There's so many tools out there. There's LastPass. I use that every single day. You can share your passwords via LastPass with your team, and not have to actually give your passwords out, which is a really, really great practice to do. Okay. There's other password managers out there. There's something called One Password. There's lots of them. You could research and take a look. Just Google it, right? But these can really help you manage your passwords really securely, so you don't have to remember each one. We don't want to be doing that. Who has time for that, right? So your actionable step for strategy number 1 is today, if you're using the same password across multiple sites, give it a shot and just change those up a little bit, all right? And just consider setting up a password manager to keep your passwords not only secure, but also organized. And again, you can try LastPass, you can try 1Password. Check out and see which one is the one for you. Okay. All right. Now, strategy number 2 is recognizing phishing attempts. And when I say phishing, no, I'm not talking about having a phishing pole, right? It's PHISHING, phishing attempts, right? And phishing attacks are really becoming more increasingly sophisticated. Okay. And they're tricky and all that other good stuff. And they can be really a major threat to your data security. Okay. So one thing that you can do is just make sure that you're looking out for suspicious emails. All right. Just be wary of emails that kind of like urge immediate action, right? Especially those that are requesting personal or financial information. That's definitely a red flag. All right. You can also make sure that you verify your unknown contacts. So if you receive a suspicious email from a client, right, or a service provider, just make sure that you verify it through a secondary contact method before responding, okay? Especially if it's fishy, all right? And that secondary contact method would be text or Slack or whatever communication method that you have set up with your client, okay? Better safe than sorry, right? So your actionable step for strategy number 2, and strategy number 2 is recognizing those phishing attempts, okay, is to just take some time and just educate yourself on the latest phishing techniques, all right? There's some tools out there that can help you with that as well. It's called Malwarebytes. I have that installed on both of my laptops, and I absolutely love it because it runs in the background. But it can really offer some, additional protection by alerting you to any potentially dangerous sites and any potentially dangerous emails. Okay. And then just make a practice to review and report those suspicious emails as part of your weekly routine. Okay. So if you see one, just report it. Okay. Just make it a simple process for yourself, just so that you can go ahead and implement the cybersecurity into your business and into your client work as well. All right. You can make it as simple as possible. Okay, so strategy number 3 is ensuring secure data transmission. All right. How the heck do we do this? Well, there are some different ways, but, really securely transmitting your data is really so crucial, especially when you're handling your sensitive client information, right? So one of the ways that you can do that is to use an encrypted communication tool. All right. So just, make sure that any tool that you use for sending or receiving your data, like emails, text, they do have services out there. Make sure that information is encrypted. Okay. You can try different services. Gmail does have some add-ons where you can encrypt your emails, all right, especially for very, very sensitive data. Like if you're attaching maybe a PDF or something that has some sensitive data in it, you're definitely going to want to use some kind of encrypted service. There are other services out there. Again, you can Google them, do some research, see which is the best one for you. But there's something called Proton Mail. There's also, that's for email. And then there's also something called Signal, and that's for messaging, which, and all of these provide different layers of security. Okay. So, if you're out and about, I'm sorry, if you're out and about with, sending your client's information and, you want to make sure that it's really protected, then those are some tools that you can use. The second way that you can ensure that, you are, your data is secure when you're transmitting it is to use a VPN service. What is a VPN? So a VPN is it's a virtual private network, which basically shuts the doors to the rest of the internet. Okay, and it can really just secure your internet connection. Especially when you're working from a public Wi-Fi location like Panera Bread, or if you're going to a local coffee shop or whatever, whatever the case may be. But if it's public Wi-Fi, it's a great idea to look at a VPN service. Okay, and again, that's a virtual private network. So here's a few VPN services that are really popular, and they're reputable as well, which you could mention as option for your clients. All right, and which could be a value to your virtual assistant services. All right, because it secures your data's your client's data transmissions. So one of those, I'm just going to give you a list of the different types, and of course, again, do your due diligence. Take a look, Google, see which VPN service is best for you. All right, but these are great to have in your back pocket for your clients. Okay, because God forbid if something happened to their information, then you got to deal with all that, and it's just better to have it in place in the first place, right? So here are some different services. All right, there's Nord, Nord, Nord VPN. That one is really known for its really strong security features. It has really fast speeds. It's user-friendly interface, and it's really great for both beginners and for VAs that are tech savvy as well. All right. The second one is Express VPN. They offer a wide range of server locations. They have high-speed connections. They have a really strong encryption, and it really makes it a favorite for VA professionals who really need that reliable and secure internet access. Another one is CyberGhost. It really provides robust privacy protections. It has really, really easy to use apps, a really, really good speed as well. And it's really more suitable for handling that sensitive client data really securely. Okay. There's another one called Surfshark. That's really cost effective. It's a very cost effective option. And it really makes it a really, really good choice for VAs who use various devices. And then the last one that I researched for you is it's PIA, Private Internet Access. All right. Now, this one is known for its really strong commitment to privacy. It has customizable security settings and a really, really solid performance. So those are 5 different VPN services that you can take a look at, or you can research your own, okay, just to kind of get you started and get you familiar with, what VPN is, how you can protect your client's data when you're working from a public Wi-Fi location. All righty. So your actionable step for strategy number 3, and strategy number 3 again was or is ensuring secure data transmission. That is, if you haven't already done this, just start using a VPN whenever you're out and about accessing your client data, or if you're sending sensitive information, especially from public or unsecured networks. All right, that's a really, really good practice. All right, and a lot of times we work from home. We don't have to worry about that, but there are times when I've gone out to work at coffee shops, or if my Wi-Fi is down at home and I have to go use an alternative space. It's really great to have that VPN in your back pocket. All right, so start using it whenever you can, right? Especially if you're working from a public or unsecured network, and look into some encrypted email service as well. If your current email provider doesn't offer those that encryption, okay? And you can also look at the different add-ons that Gmail offers, okay? Just to keep it simple. All right. So to wrap that up, what we have covered today are 3 critical areas in cybersecurity for virtual assistants. So number 1 is to implement strong password management with the help of tools like LastPass. Okay, love LastPass. Works great, easy to use. Our whole team is familiar with it. Number 2 is to stay really vigilant against phishing attempts and use protective software like Malwarebytes. All right, that's Malwarebytes. I've used that for a long time. You can get you can have it on different devices. I think they have different levels. Like you can buy it for 1 device, 2 devices, 3 devices, like that. Okay. And number 3 is to ensure that all your data transmission is secure through the use of virtual private networks, or VPNs, okay, and encrypted communication tools as well. All right. So there you have it for today. That is today's episode. And just remember that, taking some proactive steps in cybersecurity, it not only protects you, but it also builds your reputation, right, as a trustworthy and a professional VA. And that's what we want to do for our clients, right? Okay. So I hope that helps you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we have some other exciting things coming up. We have another masterclass coming up in September, so keep your eyes peeled for that. That'll be coming through the feed right here in the Virtual Assistant Collective group. Okay, and that will be it for today. So thanks again for tuning in. And just remember to keep learning, keep growing, and you know what? Keep safeguarding your digital presence, all right? Because you never know what could happen out there. There's just a lot of risks out there. In the cyber world. Okay, so I will see all of you next time for more ways to enhance your VA skills and to protect your business. All right, so have a great day and thanks for tuning in again. All right, bye.